the first game.
I certainly hope so. I really don't think that was the best that Wildcard could have showed for us here. And let's see what a better draft that we like for them is going to give us for game number 2. As Schofield gets down an early ward, his smoke will break. They'll see the Invoker with those Exort Orbs in case there's any doubt in Schofield. He's got Cogs, 3 trapped inside the Cogs. The Celestial Hammer on top, Blood Grenades, Analog ripping him down with the Shadow Raises. First Blood, though, is going to go towards Big Num. King Jungle's trading him away instantly as he will be now forced back, but Wildcard bringing the numbers. Kind of an awkward spot. I don't know if I've ever seen a fight there near the Dire Secret Shop, to be honest.
I can't believe he just kept walking on Schofield. I thought he would have like given up.
Dude, that's classic Schofield. Any melee position 4 hero, he's running in, no doubt. Quick D-ward there as well.
He got the angle.
Very good D-ward. And then I think it's going to be runes, so 3 apiece. So first blood bonus is going to be for Big Num, so not that big of a deal. And it looks like 3 runes then. Oh, King Jungle is in an awkward spot, but he's got the hammer pull him out.
4 runes.
Oh, 4, you're right. That's even better than a first blood, and they're going to get a courier for free. That had speeds tangos on it, actually.
Yeah, so now speed
he's still got 2 more. He's got 2 more. I was worried. Phoenix is...
So yeah, Heroic is now up 1,000 gold.
A little bit of Cogs shenanigans here to force the first wave under tower top as well by Schofield. Yeah, that's a little bit of a gold spike there that we're starting to see already. But I love Invoker Sunstriking the first range creep. It's just such like a Dota thing to do, I think, you know?
Yeah.
What? Oh, okay, just a little. Don't mind me. King Jungle's had to wait for the Sunstrike, I think.
Yeah, also just probably had to wait for either damage from heroes or not wanting to give XP away. So it's a 5 Dawn and a 4 Clockwork. Okay.
Yeah, Schofield's always been more of the melee position 4. He's like a specialist on the clocks, the shakers when that was a support, Tusks as we saw last game. Yeah, so I'm not too surprised by this, but I mean, I guess now with the Dawn 5, she's a pretty good bodyguard also for the Gyro. You just traditionally think of the Clockwork as that kind of a guy.
Yeah, I would have just expected the Clockwork Gyro lane to be really strong, whereas in terms of Shaker walks up and they get to be really aggressive, and I feel like Dawn's better being the one going on them with Enigma, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like Clockwork is better as like a counter fighter. Dawn's more aggressive.
That's true. I was thinking maybe they just like it to try and take down the Phoenix a bit easier. Because if you trap him inside a Cogs, he can't so easily Icarus dive out. Maybe that's like the counterplay. But
it could just be hero comfort too, like you said.
That's very true. I think a lot of times on when I cast SA teams, that's where my mind's at, typically speaking. I just think they're big. They're just big on doing what they know, you know?
Yeah, which I think is good. I think it's way better to do what you know and you're comfortable with than like, all right, if we do these different lane swaps, then we'll win the game.
You know, so what you're saying is you're not a big fan of the Baboka method of just doing whatever Coach Yakult says and taking that puck forward.
So I am, but I think it's bad.
Fair enough. You can separate your heart from your brain. That's a noble.
Like I'm the one in the drafts who's like, okay, guys, let's swap this lane setup, or let's swap these heroes. Let's pick this. Let's do that. But then it's like I know I'm like, okay, we should just do the normal thing and just do it better. But it's
from
like,
your experience
I want it to work.
From your experience with Yamsum, do you think he's happy in a situation like this where that Doom is going to get shifted on over to him? It's a tough game 1 for him, you know?
I think not necessarily. But I also feel like, unfortunately, for players who didn't like these type of carry heroes meta, they've been meta for so long. But right. I think he is in that field of carry players that didn't want to play like offlaners as carries that often. I know Yuma was like that too for a bit, but he likes his heroes. But it's like, I definitely know there's a lot of carries who are like, oh, I don't want to play these like weird Beastmaster carries and stuff like that. Even if they're good, it's just like they're not comfortable with them.
Disruptor's away stacking camps, I want to say. So Yuma doing a bit of damage to Fade. Fissure is going to force Yuma the long way around as Fade will play a little bit of ring around Rosie with the tower. They'll clear the way. Fade. Good jukes here with the Starbreaker combo. That last auto attack very well played there by King Jungles. Maybe some good tower damage early. Yeah, I wanted to ask you that because I think what's interesting, you look at just the carry versus carry, just the heroes they've played. 2 games of Gyro, classic. He's like the every, you know, baby's first ranged carry, maybe that or a Luna or something, right? Pretty typical. Yeah. Compared to what Yamson's played, a Doom on this game, which has been more standard, and then the ABBA in game 1. So I'm just kind of wondering how that's really affected him here as he's getting bullied a bit by the cogs of Schofield. Ooh, good glimpse there on an analog in the mid lane. He's in some trouble trying to turn and burn for as many shadow raises as he can on RCY, but it's not going to be enough. And there was 13 wand charges anyway. Very, very good gank. So Bignum's kind of sacking the Shaker's lane a little bit, but he is making stacks. He's ganked mid now. He's off to a pretty decent start.
That's the issue with the Shadow Flame we talked about, which was literally, oh, he gets ganked really easily if he's not just dumpstering his lane. And Exor Invoker does enough.
Yamsum is just eating these cogs, bro.
He's a 17 stick.
Schofield's so good at that. Yamsum, he's calm though. Sometimes that even enrages me, I'm not gonna lie. Seeing that kind of stuff, oof.
Analog is top.
Schofield's going hunting for that courier, I think. Fun. Yep. Another courier kill. These SA4s, man, they love killing couriers. And he's gonna try and drag the wave. Speed. Learning that he can't Icarus dive through the cogs, I think was a little bit surprised. Maybe he thought he was going to time that perfectly, but here's King Jungles through the gate, Starbreaker combo perfectly. I think he's got enough mana for the Celestial Hammer, so Yamsum not likely to be able to run from this. As the last right click from Schofield's all he needs. Lots of TPs coming top lane, though, for Wildcard as they bring in reinforcements. That's 4 heroes up here, then, if you count the dead Doom. But this looks like 2 kills, maybe even 3 for RCY. Whisper and Schofield already taken down. There is no running from RCY either. King Jungle's trying to do as much damage as he can, but he will go down. That poor Disruptor getting bullied by all the Eidolons. And then Yamsum's DP'd mid to just collect the creep wave then.
And that's a good rotation from RCY. I think that TP, a lot of players would feel awkward, and they're also like, oh, I have Sunstrike, guys, I can TP. So I do really appreciate that he kind of made the read and is like, I'm actually going to TP, I'm going to show up to the fight, and he gets 3 kills for it.
That means he can't TP down bottom, and neither can the Doom, so this is an opportunity for Heroic. Fade, this is not going to be one that you come out on. Whoa, actually that Shadow Raise missed. Enchant Totem, Fade running, but Yuma just taking too many points. He really likes the battery, or not battery assault, sorry, a rocket barrage. And no way to run from that one. Okay, so 2 wisdoms then for Heroic.
Well, how did that turn out for Wildcard last game?
That's true.
It was not good. Let me tell you that. They got their 2 runes at 7. It was not that good. This is really awkward from Heroic bot lane. Look at Analog.
Yeah, mid is certainly an outlier. I've got to say, the one thing that's going for Heroic right now is I think their experience gain is all pretty good overall. King Jungles is almost level 6, actually. So they'll have a relatively early ult thanks to the double wisdoms. And because their ultis are pretty insane, I think they'll have some pretty scary moments here as Analog giving chase. I don't know if he has this kill. Yeah, certainly not with the medium race. He's going to need to hit this last long one behind the tower with the vision. Nicely done. Good assist. Good timing there from Schofield on the rocket flare.
Black hole.
Fades. He's in the middle here. He's going to get level 6, I think, from these creeps. They've got to be careful. There's a big stack. Immediately lets loose the Echo Slam onto King Jungles. The Cogs pushing him away. Sets up the kill for Analog. He's going to now hit level 6. Use that Requiem, I think, to try and run away. But there's a Disruptor TP in here with a ward. Level 2 Glimpse if they can catch him. This Disruptor, not the fastest, though.
Oh, I think
he's 5 move speed faster, actually. Oh, he's not going to get him.
Unless...
I think... No wards.
And then yeah, at the same time, top they brought the gyrocopter to top. He took a gate and then they black holed so that they got the Phoenix, but Yamsa was able to TP out.
Take down the tower as well to boot. And it's going to be the Boots and the Vlad's build here for Whisper on the Enigma as he looks to try and take over the lane a little bit more. Okay, so laning stage starting to break down. It's been a bit of back and forth. RCY has come out beautifully for an Invoker. He's actually already got his Midas online. He's certainly the shining star of Wildcard at the moment. How would you say the rest of the lanes have gone, you know, breaking down lanes?
I think the biggest disaster was top. Maybe because they had Shaker and Doom and they had to do this whole lane setup because of Enigma. It's bad, but I think both of their silence went too bad for this Voker having a good 24 pick to feel good. If that makes sense.
Shot onto the Invoker. There's the level 6 Solar Guardian coming through. Nice tornado onto the 2 of them. Analog's going to get hit solo by the Sunstrike, so he's going to go down. Did not share the damage there with King Jungles. I think he Celestial Hammered away. Ooh.
He got glimpsed.
Oh, yeah. Good glimpse then. So we're going to have double Midas then on Wildcard, aren't we? Obviously, Yamsum will buy his, sell his, all this good stuff, right? But it's still kind of a double Midas.
Should RCY have gotten Helm of the Dominator?
Maybe. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Or I'm thinking maybe Yamsum just needs to run in and doom someone and then just go back to farming on cooldown. I don't know. I'm kind of like more sold by your thought of just press your buttons, you know? Black Hole on cooldown for 30. You don't need a Black Hole Whisper. Yuma's a little scary, maybe. RCY is going to make an attempt on him now. Fade opening up. They push him to the other side of the fissure, but
nice.
He is not going to have enough HP. Very good combo there from RCY. Secures the kill.
Okay, this is what they needed, right? Last game, exact same thing. RCY and Fade did not really connect. In this game, they already have connected, what, 2 times, I think? In 11 minutes? RCY is 5, 1, and 4.
Seriously, I was going to say, he's big, man. I love that he's got this Kabold Cup as well, so he can kind of rotate around a bit speedier. Tends to be the downside. Well, yeah, he does have the drums, actually.
Oh, they're going to try to hook him.
Smoke. Oh, not going for it quite
really see
yet.
What they do.
I think they're afraid of the Echo Slam, which is probably for the best.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
The 12 one. Fade's caught.
That he is. Schofield sets up perfectly for the kill there. There is almost no worse feeling than getting battery assaulted solo in Cogs as a Shaker or as a Nyx. It's a lot of heroes, actually.
Don't you have to just accept that you're not going to get Fissure and just try to hit the Cogs to get out?
That's probably the smart move, but I think Monkey Brain goes must Fissure, you know?
Yeah, you're like, I have to Fissure the SF so I can leave.
Right, exactly. And then I'll be able to TP out through battery assault. And then you're like, oh, wait.
Yeah. Brains are annoying. It's like you know the right plays to make in Dota, and then your brain won't let you do it in the game. You'll watch the replay and you're like, oh, I just had to do this. It's so easy. But then when you're playing the game, you're like, I'm going to make the game as complicated as possible.
Yeah, I kind of do that. It's easy to overcook in this game, isn't it? Okay, so we've saved an Echo Slam. Will Fade or someone use it now? That's like a quad stack of Ancients, isn't it?
They should.
Get his Blink Dagger online. Let's see, what will it be? Indeed, big ol' Echo Slam Jamma. That'll be the Blink Dagger, plus 700 gold on the way. Schofield easily able to evade a death there with a hook shot. But we'll now see that the Ancients have been cleared. So they should know that a timing's coming then. I think you see a Shaker walking away from an empty camp, you're like, something's happened here.
Why is the Shaker suspiciously 0 mana to half health after walking out of the tri-camp? I wonder what happened.
What could have taken place here? But I suspect the smoke's coming. I think even without Slam, you still have an opportunity to Sunstrike. We still haven't seen a Doom yet. But it's Heroic once again who are going to go on the offensive. Analog with this Kaya and Yasha build. So he's already going to be quick on the draw with all of his spells in terms of getting those out. Strike down bottom on the King Jungles as... I don't know. I didn't see if they smoked onto him, to be honest. I think they just killed him.
I don't think it was a smoke. I think it was just walked.
Schofield from behind suddenly eats a Doom, but it's going to come at the cost of Yamsum's life, and I think that Clockwork's going to live. Requiem thinking about it was Analog, but thinking maybe he should just save it instead of trying to ult a TPing away Phoenix.
I think if he committed to the ult, he would have gotten him.
Yeah, especially with the Kaya and Sanj. Sorry, yeah, Kaya and Yasha, sorry. I think he would have gotten it. But you never know. Those little souls take a while to travel.
I do want to say RCY is owning this game so far. He is 6-1-4. He's been hitting all his Sunstrikes, hitting all his spells.
There's another Sunstrike hit. Solar Guardian, though, committed. They have not glimpsed away anyone yet, so I think they're going to try and kill both heroes. First, they got to get through Whisper, though. Ticks down, I think, to the Blood Grenade or a Thunder Strike. Fade losing the duel, though, to the Dawnbreaker and the Eidolons as Bignum now finds himself surrounded by the Clockwork. He goes down. Yamsum's in the area, but he's already utilized the Doom. Not much he can really offer. So it'll turn into a 1 for 2. It's still a quality kill onto Whisper. They'll lose out on it, XP and gold-wise.
I didn't really see how Yamsung got caught, but that definitely feels bad. On Doom, you really want to play for this like acceleration game where you buy Midas, use it a few times, sell it, get your Radiance extremely fast. So every one of these random deaths that happens before his Radiance just feels pretty bad. Also, RCY, so his item build makes me feel like I'm old again. Like this is 2015, 2016 Invoker build, no? Midas drums,
it's a Yule Scepter,
travel.
Right? Needs a
Yeah, Yule Scepter, then you do the combo. Oh my god, definitely Blast used to stun you, right? During the knockback.
I think it did. Yeah, now it's just the disarm, right?
Yeah, it technically wasn't a stun, but you couldn't do actions during it, so it was a stun. So it's like if you tornado, if you
Fade down bottom.
Someone,
on an Analog, will commit the Echo Slam. Sunstrike's incoming. Analog, down he goes. Nice commitment there. Just that poke and having the +1 ability from RCY guarantees the kill on the BSF. Top lane, in the meantime, Whisper and Schofield will get on top of Bignum, but the big kill was down bottom. Yeah, I remember Raging Fury Invoker, you know, gotta start the combo with the Yule Scepter. Not the Tornado for some reason.
Wait, 0.8 seconds. Sunstrike, Meteor, Deafening Blast.
EMP, Ice Wall.
No, that's too advanced. There's 3 spells.
That's true. And then refresh, right? You would refresh and do it again.
You buy Hex, combo. Then you Hex, then you refresh, then you combo again, then you refresh. Or you Hex.
Oh, man. Yeah, it is just really funny sometimes watching old Dota replays, and you're like, why isn't he doing the full Invoker combo? And you're like, oh wait, it's 2016. That was the full Invoker combo. We didn't have the technology yet.
Watching replays from forever ago is always so funny. Even I'd watch replays of my own team like a year or 2 or 3 years later, and it's like, wow, we did that? We played like this?
Here's Wildcard, though. This is the Wildcard I was hoping to see. Now, they don't have an Echo Slam for 45, but they still have the Supernova and a Static Storm. Unfortunately, they're only going to catch Schofield, and maybe it's Schofield who catches them. Excellently placed Static Storm is going to interrupt Analog. Saves Fade for a second longer, but that's only going to set up Whisper for the Black Hole. He gets on top of speed. Down goes the Phoenix. And unfortunately, Heroic in position to take just a better fight there, honestly.
It was a weird fight for them to take. The Voker had just TP'd and showed in top that he TP'd. And I don't know. When your strongest hero TPs to the other side of the map, like sure he has Sunstrike, but you need to respect your teammates, like where they are, the decisions they made.
Yeah, and Yamsum's also got this Radiance online. I know he's trying to rebuild this Midas and keep the efficiency up, but with the Radiance, I'm surprised he's not in that smoke as well to, you know, throw a Doom down. We've only seen one Doom, which was kind of just like a spiteful Doom, really, as he was getting killed by Schofield. Rebuild that Midas, sell it again, Devil's Bargain, get the BKB online, and I'm sure then he'll be nice and active. Until then, he is a 0-2-2 Doom, unfortunately. But RCY, again, he's still kicking butt. That's going to be a full Ag Scepter online momentarily for him. Their Cataclysm setup, pretty good.
It's okay. It's basically just a shaker, right? Which... I don't know. It doesn't feel the same as having like a Tidehunter Ravage or having
a Chrono or a Black
Chronosphere.
Hole. I hear you, but I think also like, just big Echo Slam onto the middle here with the Cataclysm. It's not good enough. It was way too late. Suddenly, Fade is dead, and that was your Ag Scepter reveal, and you're still awkwardly in a smoke. Also revealing an Ag Scepter is Schofield. He's huge. Oh my goodness. And Yuma has just found himself an amplified damage rune in the river.
Not,
oh, well, not Schofield. He's going to get yeeted away. All of a sudden, Analog, he's just going to die in the river for absolutely no gain.
Huh.
I think, you know, it's like when you're trying to merge onto the highway and there's like an 18-wheeler behind you and you kind of just... You accidentally focus on that too much, and you just run into a car. That's kind of like you did. You're scared of Roche throwing.
Does that happen to you often?
Roche throwing me or the 18-wheeler?
The 18-wheeler?
Look, my insurance might be listening, so that's never happened to me before, all right?
Okay.
What are you?
No, you're right. My bad. I feel like
I think Wildcard are still in this. Like it's an AK.
no, they
like
are.
call me crazy.
It's weird because okay, so I feel like they're really far behind, but
right.
RCY is just killing heroes off cooldown, and he's not killing the gyro, which is a concern. But like
Fair.
SF has no game, and I feel like he's constantly. There might be a point where he could just 1v5 this game.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Really? You think so?
On the vocal? Yeah, definitely. I think he gets BKB and maybe even a Hex. I think that he just wins this game. Also, Analog, I don't know, I feel like his game is definitely...
It's a griefed, basically, because of the gank mid from the Disruptor.
I don't think it's just because of that. I think in general, I feel like he's kind of been struggling a bit, which is weird to say because his score's not even terrible. I mean, that was not bad. Like he's 5-4-4, so it's like from an outside perspective, I feel like you look at this and you're like, oh, like his game's completely fine. I think it's just the deaths he's had are almost all solo kills by the Invoker, which means that Invoker's game is significantly like better than it should be.
Yeah, I hear you. Plus, I also think like with this item build he's going for, I think we should have seen Requiems, and we haven't. And that's been a result of Wildcard counterplay, right? And so maybe that's also like a factor of why you're like, with this build, it's okay, it's an acceptable build, but you got to do stuff, right?
Yeah, it's like you want your clock to hook and you blink on the hook and ult instantly. Timing's usually a point. So they have BKB on the gyro, they have BKB soon on the SF, maybe they're thinking with the... They'll have triple BKBs of course.
Triple BKB Daedalus on Gyro relatively soonish. Oh, they're gonna go now.
Radiant's top tower is under
I think
BKB Enigma. BKB Enigma might be good enough. You also have this Ags on the clockwork, I should mention. I love overclock. It's
amazing.
real good.
Definitely.
Map hack.
no,
Uh-oh,
Fade.
smoke's breaking. Overclock? Schofields? Anything? Here we are. No escape for you anymore, Fade, even if you do have a really good stun. And a good 4-staff away. There's simply no running from Schofield. Yuma collects a nice offlane kill. Roshan's in the bottom area, otherwise that might have been Roche. No Tormentor to take either, so just to pick off. Okay, talk to me about the difference between this game and last game, Gunnar. Why has Yuma now decided to go for a BKB, whereas in game 1 he decided it was unnecessary?
Phoenix Invoker. I think the last game, his game was so good and Wildcard game was bad, whereas I feel like this game, his game's even better than the first game, but Wildcard also is a better game, if that makes sense.
It does.
Like, as opposed to you're so far ahead, you can just buy... I don't know how to describe it. It's like sometimes you're ahead and the enemy still has damage for you, and sometimes you're ahead and they don't have damage. And that's kind of, I feel like, what the difference was.
Well, that BKB's not going to protect him from Yamsum's Doom, who now has his own BKB delivered, meaning they themselves now have a double BKB timing, as Fade has built a little bit more utility with the Blink and then the 4-staff after. So double BKB into triple BKB now of Heroic. Data is fully online for Gyrocopter, and he's a level away from that 20 talent where I'm sure he's going to take the flak cannon attacks. But we'll smoke up now here as Schofield is going to bring the boys towards this mid lane. Maybe sweep across and look to find whoever they can down bottom.
I feel like Fade's game is so much worse than it should have been. Like he's just a support at this point.
I was going to say he's farming like 1-2, right? He's taking pretty dangerous farm, and it seems like he's going to get caught again. Yep, Dignum not expecting the direction from behind the tier 2 tower. He actually is going to be fine with that glimpse, but that means there's going to be no static storm, no disruptor here. And look who's getting ran down again. It's Fade. He's pretty fast, but not fast enough. Hook shot still will find him. BKB activated by Analog to make sure he can run past that EMP. And look at Whisper go. He is just running in. Yamsum thinking about going for a Doom. Will actually spook the BKB out of Whisper.
Okay.
So that's a BKB down from the SF. BKB down on the Enigma. Heroic, they may reconsider the fight. They have a Dawnbreaker Egg, so they're so big. All of their heroes are so big.
That honestly, with how it started...
Yuma? Look at this bait. Oh, Analog, he's in there. RCY gets off the BKB, but it's far too late to do anything. What a play!
Oh no, I was gonna say that whole sequence was actually not the worst for Wildcard. Like forcing Enigma's BKB, maybe you can actually fight SM also in this series. And you only lost the Shaker. I think if they just kind of delayed a few seconds, like waited 10-15 seconds, they could have actually taken a really good fight. But now
We've had a lot of impactful power runes over the years here at TI. That was one of the more impactful Invis runes I think I've ever seen, not gonna lie. Yuma just getting a casual Invis, scouts the TP, finds the man to kill, straight into the Roche pit, and you better believe what we got queued up next.
That's always the saddest thing. I think watching Sentry Wards placed by supports is so sad. Like a guy dies, he's like, oh, there's a ward here. And he plays, he plays the second Sentry.
Oh, well, it's unbelievable, honestly. They must have had vision there, and he's right. They did have vision. I've spoken to like Adam343, assistant coaching, I think, for Boom, about how a lot of times at TI, it's always that mentality as players that it's like you always have to check. Like they've never warded here before. We know where they put all their wards, but it's TI. We have to check to make sure there's a ward. You know, it's just that like that reassurance, right? But I can't imagine like the hollow feeling that you get when you just search for a ward that just isn't there. you know?
But it's like
gonna be at
your
the back
core
of
just died, and he's like, oh, this was warded. Yeah. Oh, okay. It was a smoking. Oh, okay. My favorites. It was warded and it's a smoking.
You check the replay and it's both.
You check the replay, it was neither. They just walked in vision to your guy and he just died.
Listen, sometimes it's about the mental game. You got to play the mental support game.
Yeah, but in the game, you know, you can't say that to your team. You can't be like, oh, I saw everything, guys. I just was not paying attention. My bad.
Right. That never works out very well when you chat to your teammates. Guys, we have wards. We literally saw them. Just say unlucky and then keep moving.
Rest is admit your fault. It's my bad, team. That's it.
Welcome to the support life. I see you've learned. You've been on both ends, haven't you?
Yeah, don't worry. I loved being like, oh, this was warded. You could see it though. Every time that the sentry's placed, and they like stop moving for half a second, and they just get like, you both know the same thing.
What do you think is the most self-delusional thing Dota players say to themselves? I'll go with cores. Is it A, that was warded, or I died under ward? Or is it B, I don't need BKB this game?
I feel like the ward thing. I think more often than not, BKB gets bought, it just doesn't get clicked over time.
Gotcha. I see why. He'll get out of there. That was a close one, but he knew his trees. Isn't that what Speed says? Know your trees? Yeah, son.
There was it.
That's
The hook into the Requiem.
Yep.
Was it that first hook into Requiem?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It's the second big Requiem we've seen. The first one was used for the kill mid lane onto RCY. Oh, Whisper! Speaking of RCY, he's just gonna go and blink Black Hole. Yuma waiting for him there. Nothing they could do with the BKB active. Yuma up to the high ground now with Daedalus. BKB ready to go and an Aegis for 1 minute and 40 seconds. Okay. Heroic makes moves across the map. Guardian? Okay. Good there.
Oh yeah, that was really cool force stuff by King Douglas. If he like held it for a half second, he forced the Phoenix into his Starbreaker.
Oh, going in, but so is Yuma. He blinks in, takes down Bignum, blinking into the Static Storm. He jungles. Alive, I'm just about to make it out.
Have we seen a Doom?
We saw literally one.
It was the one where he got ganked by 4 Doom, like
yeah,
the Clockwork.
and then he was like 10 HP, and then he spitefully doomed the Clockwork, yeah. No, it's been, and that's why I wanted to ask you, because I felt similarly about the Abaddon gameplay in Game 1. Not to overly focus on one particular hero. Dota is a very complex game, that disclaimer aside. You know, I don't know if it's like really up in Yamsum's, you know, favorite play style here. These kinds of more utility-based carries, you could call them.
Yeah, I would say like when I think of him, like his best heroes, it was like Faceless Void or Terror. Those are like the first two that like jump to my mind, or like Sven. It's like heroes that like farm kind of fast, and then they have like good teamfight impact, and they scale. Whereas I feel like these are more like kind of like you said, like either utility, or they're like these like faster paced heroes. And I feel like the way that they work, like think of Doom, right, as a carry.
Right.
It's like sure you do scale with a lot of items, or Abba's a better example. Sure, you do still scale with better items, but it's like if you're only playing for those items and you never fight, you're always gonna feel like you're weaker than the other guy because they scale better with items.
Schofield's gonna get away. Like a rat along the lines. He is out of there, breaks the smoke gang. And you know what? It's kind of impressive. He even evades a Yasha and Kaya Fissure. So those come out pretty speedy from Fade. They're just running in. He's just running back on in. And he's wasted the Static Storm. Analog, he will finally eat this Doom, but the Requiem's good enough to get the Phoenix out of the fight. Trapped on enemy lines as Schofield. Hookshot out. It's not going to connect, but he's saved by the Solar Guardian. Now in troubles Yamsum. No BKB to protect them. The EMP buying him a little space and time as he starts farming up the Ancients back to his core instincts. But down he goes to Yuma, who will run around the opposite side of the triangle and get the second kill of the Gazer, and he's looking for more. He just blinks up to the high ground. Oh my goodness.
Is it GG?
I think it's GG.
There's still an egg. There's still an Echo Slam.
I don't. You know what? We haven't
There's a
talked
Cataclysm.
about not seeing dooms. Have we seen an egg this game?
Oh, wait. I don't
Dude, that's how you know he's
I
American.
don't
The
think
price of
so.
eggs these days. He's not even used one.
Oh, they're scared. I feel like there hasn't been even the Echo Slams. Now that I'm thinking about it, there was a solo Echo Slam mid that he just died because he did it alone.
Right before. Yeah,
On like the tier
before
2, right? When he like blinked on the tier 2 and like solo Echo Enigma, but then he
Yeah,
died
it was
anyway.
the Cataclysm reveal. Yeah, we've
Yeah,
seen one
but he didn't even get a
Cataclysm or
kill.
two. I just feel
Huh.
like Fade's just got to connect the fissure and be like, that's the guy, we're going to kill him. Like, they just got to do it once. It's like riding a bike, you know? Just got to do it.
Okay,
This is a good opportunity.
Wait, look at
There
this.
it is! With into the Cataclysm, Yuma, he's in a lot of trouble, but he does have a Satanic. Look at the damage he's dealing. The Glimmer Capes, the 4 staffs away. It's not going to be good enough to save Fade here. Yuma able to easily, that was a 9-second BKB. Holy moly, they bring in reinforcements as well. King Jungles joins the fray, but RCY has been patiently waiting for this moment. BKB's expiring into the black hole, counter initiation speed. He's in a little bit too close. And speed, he's already used the Supernova. A huge Requiem on top, and they just call it. GG.
It looks so good. I think the Tormentor actually tanked one of the Sunstrikes.